Good day, my wonderful viewers. I think it's been a while. I did a lecture like this. Today, I would like to thank you, my wonderful viewers, for taking time to watch my YouTube videos to get yourself abreast of the time. Today, because it's very important, you you we learn so that we build very well, and it is also important we build well because if we don't build very well, especially if I'm building a mall, I'm constructing a mall, which is an open space, a public space. If I don't build it well and it comes down, it will kill millions of it will kill hundreds of people. Okay, and we don't want such a thing to happen. That's the reason why I always try to do some of these videos so that we can educate our clients, people who have the money to build, so that they don't engage unprofessional people to build for them. Because one of the things that will bring poor workmanship is when you engage the wrong people. Anytime you engage the wrong people, they'll give you a bad job. So it's always important to engage the right people because the right people they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing and they will do it very well for you. So don't just look at the amount of money that is going into that because if you don't engage the right people and they give you a very bad work, in the end, if you have to work on it to make it good, the extra amount that you spend, I think it's even more than if you engage a professional from the onset. So I'd like us to note this so that we can, build very well and also save money. It's very important. Today, I want to talk about quality control. Why quality control? The word quality is something that everybody wants to achieve. Everybody wants quality. But how do we get quality? How do we make sure that our building that we have given it to somebody to build for us? How do we ensure that um, we they give us the best of best? So that is what we are going to discuss. And I would like us to define quality control regarding construction sites. So quality control on a construction site is a systematic process of inspecting, testing, and monitoring materials, workmanship, and finished products to ensure they meet established standards, client specification, regulatory requirements, and safety guidelines. It is very important. So, why do we do quality control? We want to do quality control so that we can meet established standards. And those established standards, they are the ones that will make If we are able to meet those things, then we can say our building can stand for the time being, or our building can withstand environmental harsh conditions, or our building can stand test of time. But if we are not able to meet some of these established standards, these safety guidelines, okay, there's no way we can be 100% sure, or we can even be 99% sure that our building is okay or sound. So, as structural engineers assess, when we are designing, we have what we call building code that we follow to design. And it is very, very important we follow this building code, because the building code gives the building code gives you the guidelines to achieve a sound structure, to achieve a safety product, okay, or a safe product. Sorry, it helps you to achieve a safe product. It helps you to also achieve a robust structure. Okay, so it's also important that on your site you will make sure that the contractor who is putting up the structure for you is being monitored, and who does this work. Quality control is being done by quality control engineer, and quality control engineers for buildings, anything structure, building, bridges, whatever it is, they are mostly civil engineers, specifically structural engineers. So structural engineers do not only design buildings, they also um, do quality control. They inspect and check that the building, the kind of materials that the contractor is using to build are the right material. The the workmanship, is the contractor using the right people? Is the contractor doing the right thing? We check all this. Unless you don't want to achieve um, quality at the end of the day. But if you want to achieve quality, if you want your structure to look strong, to look robust, to be 100% sure that this is quality, it is it is important that you always engage the right people. And engaging the right people means that if you come to us, Dell Consult, that okay, I want you to design a shopping mall for me. After the design, don't say that, oh, I don't need the services of the structural engineer anymore, or I don't need the services of Dell Consult anymore. I'll go and look for this local guy, because this local guy, I've seen his work. The other day, he was even telling me that he built Panda Mall, he built Atlantic Mall, he built Melcom. But bear it in mind that it wasn't built by only him. He was part. He was on the team. Perhaps he was only doing bricklaying. Okay, but because he's telling that he's a mason and he can do it, don't don't say, oh, I know this guy who can, I mean, do it, and I will save a lot of money. At the end of the day, if you don't build well, that building can come down, and maybe that day that the building will come down, you will happen to be inside the building and it will trap you. So when you come to us that we should design a building for you, okay, it doesn't end there. Oh, engineer, I want you to supervise a project for me. Even though I have this guy who is a contractor that I would like him to handle this project, but I'll be very happy if you supervise the contractor for me. Oh, engineer, you were the one who designed it. I would like you to build it for me. So somebody will say, who checks the engineer? Who checks the engineer? Yeah, but let me tell you something. The engineer has to do the right thing because his license is at stake. If he doesn't build well and that building comes down, okay, you can sue him because he designed it and he built it. And they can take his license from him. And I don't think I want to lose my license. No, I don't think so. So that alone is a check. That alone is a check. But if you are engaging those local guys, okay, nobody is checking them. Especially when you leave the site for them and nobody is checking them. If they build it for you and it comes down, at the end of the day, nobody can hold them responsible because they didn't design the building. Somebody designed it and then they built it. You understand? And I mean, at the end of the day, where are you even going to find them? It's like you go to you want to take um, a bus to somewhere. There's a station bus and there's a floating bus. Okay, and instead of you to board what's the name, the station bus, because one, you don't want to, I mean, waste time because the station bus has to load fully before it takes off. But with a floating car, it's moving at the same time, picking people on the road. Okay, so you don't want to waste time, so you join the floating car. Now the floating car, if your phone happens to fall inside the floating car, and then later you find out that oh, your phone is not on you, and you want to trace the floating car, it becomes very difficult to trace the floating car. But if you join a station bus, you can go back to the station, tell them that oh I joined this car. You can describe even if you don't know the car registration number. You can describe the car or the bus to them. They will call the driver and ask the driver that oh have you found anything like this in your car? At least you can have a record. You can track it. You understand what I'm trying to say? So it's a scenario I'm giving you. It's very, very, very important we check all this. We look at all this. So don't just let us design your buildings for you. If you love your life and you love the life of your kids, your wife and your family, or even the people around you, I don't think you should gamble with their lives because if the building that you say is your dream house or whatever it is, you give it to a roadside guy to build it for you, and then you are sleeping inside the building and it comes down, it kills you. It kills you and your family. Why do you want to take that risk? If you had spent if you had spent a little, you will save all this ca- calamity. So it is very, very important for us to ensure quality control in our buildings when we are building. And this quality control can be ensured by the structural engineer who designed the building for you. next time when you want to build, next time when you ask architects to design a building for you, ask the architect, I want a structural engineer who can supervise the project for me, who can ensure that the right amount of cement is being used, the specified type of rod, iron rod, and then the size is being used for the project. And I bet you, my wonderful viewers, you will never regret in the end. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you get more educative videos, because I'm back to do more videos so that you'll be informed before you start your project. Thank you.